and there's a really bright LED light. And it comes out to a little over $3 per gift. I bought 3 sets last year, and I really loved it because it was that emergency gift, and they make great stocking stuffers. So think about those, and you can see more on hsn.com. Oh my goodness, Lou, I gotta tell you, it's a perfect way to end the show. Because after that foot massage, all you really wanna do is have the ambiance of a heat surge fireplace. Right. And we've got these back in stock. Okay, here we go, you ready? Holiday priced, free shipping, and just like the other items like the Nighthawk pins, 5 flex pays for tonight only. This is it, you guys. We have 3 different colors. We have the black, the dark oak. Oh, we have 2, I'm sorry. We have the black and the dark oak available. And not only does this give you the most amazing ambiance, and yes, I do have one, but this is actually the better model because it has the remote. And I love ours, I really do. It also seriously is gonna heat up a big room in this little teeny space. All right, Lou Caputo, welcome
Hi,
back.
thank you.
Hi, you know, since I got my heat surge, I truly love it.
Isn't it amazing?
We've had the best time with it.
Yeah.
We took our Airstream up to Tallahassee for a football game, and it got down to 47 degrees. And here's our ambience for our fireplace in our little, and we have an old Airstream, you know, and it was just awesome.
Which is kind of like a big refrigerator. It really is. If you think about it, it's all aluminum on the outside.
That's true.
Yeah, they're awesome, but it gets cold. Well, you know, see, that's where this really excels. You know, when you need heat, when you need extra heat, this is what you're going to want, is this Heat Surge fireplace. Now, Heat Surge, right away, you recognize the name. They're the folks who brought us the Amish fireplaces, okay, and still do. This particular one right here, folks, is all furniture grade wood. Listen to the sound here. It's like knocking on a door. This is solid wood all the way around. You got the choice of colors, we said, the dark oak and the black right here. Now, what's neat about this one is it does come with a remote control, so you're getting that as well with this, okay? You're getting a remote control with this. Now, let's go through the features on this, okay? This essentially is a 1/10 scale model of the full-size Amish fireplace. So basically all they did is just took the big fireplace and scaled it down. I mean, right down to like all the designs on the side here, you know, all of that is just like it. Now, this is the widescreen fireplace, though, okay? So the one that we sell usually is about this wide. This guy has about, you know, another third more real estate on the fire, which is just amazing.
Because I have the shorter guy.
Yeah, the little short guy. This is a little bit bigger. Now, if you look at this right here, this is what all the hoopla's about right there. Right. It's that Heat Surge fireless flame technology right there. We call it the HD Flame High Definition because we use LED lighting to achieve this. And it's 3D because it goes back 5 inches deep in the case here. So you've actually got ash in the front. You've got the logs, the embers, and then you've got those flames looking at the back, and it's a random pattern. So you're not going to sit here and see the same thing happening over and over again like the one my grandmother used to have when I was a kid.
Same with my,
you know what I'm talking
my great aunts had that.
With the little light bulb in the back of the thing? Yeah.
And like little foil thingies or something.
This ain't that, okay? Look down here. We've got our soft touch control panel down here on the side. I'm going to step around the side here so you can see this, or so I can see it. There's a thermostat built into this now.
Now that's a big deal.
Right?
Mine doesn't have a thermostat.
Yeah.
And I really wish it did.
And it works really well, puts out a lot of heat, but sometimes too much.
Yeah. And you have to turn it off, you know?
Well, you know, and that's the thing. Its job is to heat up the room. So once it does, now notice that says 65 right now, okay? That's what the temperature in our studio is. That's why we're always cold in here, okay? It's 65 degrees in here. But just by pressing the soft touch buttons here, watch what I can do. I can change that temperature to whatever I want. So right now it's set for 76 degrees. Now watch this. I can go down, keep going down, or I can go up again, just like that. Very, very simple to do. The thermometer next to it right here, that's for the heat settings. There's a low setting, which is 600 watts, and then there's a high setting that's 1200 watts. Now at 1200 watts, this puts out 3600 BTUs, or British thermal units, which just sounds like a lot of numbers I just threw in succession. But let me tell you what that does for you. You can heat a 13 by 13 foot room and raise the temperature in that room a full 7 degrees in only 15 minutes.
Wait, now that's huge, you guys.
Think about that for a second.
13 by 13, because you look at the size, I think.
Right.
And when you're at home, you're like, oh, isn't that cute? Wow, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna work. It might heat up my feet if I sit right beside it.
Right.
It is truly a whole room heater.
Oh, absolutely. That's the thing about this, is it will heat that entire, and 13 by 13 is a big room. Yeah. Okay, it's a big size room. So if you've got a 13 by 13 foot room, let's say you walk into the room, and we actually have some thermal imaging of this as well. You walk into the room, all right, there it is. And it's like the man on the left side there. Okay, now that's a thermal camera, okay, infrared. So the color blue is cold. Red, orange, and white represent heat. The man on the left-hand side there just came in from working outside, shoveling snow. He's freezing. The only thing in that room giving off heat is him. The rest of that room is freezing cold. Now, the other side in the right-hand picture, that's after only 15 minutes with the Heat Surge Widescreen Mini Glow in there, okay? Wow. And look at the difference. That room is not only warm, okay? It's hot, and it's done so evenly all the way around the room. And
how do cold spots?
No cold spots in that room, and that's the beautiful thing about it, because everybody, you know, when you have those other types of heaters, everybody fights for that one seat right next to the heater.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that with this. And you know, the reason is the technology that Heat Surge has developed is called Hybridthermic heating technology, okay? Hybridthermic heating is a combination of two heating technologies combined. You're getting infrared heating, which is like the rays of the sun, and that literally will warm you instantly, and it warms you right down to the bone. And then you've got convection heating, which is just like your furnace in the house, where it heats the air and it blows it out into the room. What that does is it fills in all the spaces in the room, all the gaps. Yeah, brilliant. So those two things combined are going to give you a very comfortable, very even heat all the way throughout the room.
And I think what's really surprising on this is you get all that for this price.
Yes, you do.
Now, I will tell you, he's got something down here that I despise, because my husband bought one of these.
You don't like this?
I hate this. When my husband rolls, he bought that exact same stupid. I think it's actually a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Of course he bought it without asking me.
Sure.
Problem number one. Number two, the darn thing, if you even get near it, any part of it, it will sizzle your skin. Well, and we have got two puppies.
Yeah.
And you know, even you're walking by, I hate it so much. And number three,
they'll touch it.
It is ugly.
It's ugly
as all get out.
Yeah.
And every time when he used to roll that little thing out there, I would just be like, I hate this thing. And he'd use it to keep his feet warm because it only radiated, and he had it
in
right
a little
near
tiny
his
area.
feet.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing. That's why they call it a radiator, is because it actually has oil in it, and once that oil heats up, it starts to go through these coils right here, and then it heats these fins up. Well, I mean, so you've got hot metal basically just sitting out in the middle of the room.
Right.
That's a party waiting to happen, okay? Right here, look at what you're getting with the Heat Surge. You've got that beautiful fireless flame technology, and you want to see something that is absolutely insane. I talk about 3,600 BTUs coming out of this, 1,200 watts. What does that really mean? I'm going to show you what that means, okay? I'm going to take a temperature reading in our studio with an infrared thermometer, okay? 66.9 degrees on that. Look at that. See that? 66.9 degrees in our studio. Now watch what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to put it right here on the Heat Surge fireplace and aim it toward the camera. And it's like 423 degrees, 25 degrees right now, the temperature of the air coming out of this. Watch what I can do, though. Even though that's coming out that hot, I can take my hand and I can put it on there and I can leave it there for a number of seconds before my body finally says, hey, this is starting to get warm, pull it away. Now, what does that mean for you? You got kids, you got pets. They can brush up against this all day long and they're never going to get burned. And the cool thing about this, literally, is that the only place the heat comes from is right here. Okay, we call this our OptiFlow vent. It really puts that air out into the room. Cool touch technology. You will not get burned here, but it doesn't get hot here, here, the back, the bottom, anywhere. That's why we tell people, look, you want to put this up on a shelf, do it.
Yeah, I mean, places you couldn't put a heater.
Absolutely.
Like, or how many of you have those ceramic units you bring out, you know, it starts to really get cold, you're like, bring out the ceramic little heater. And seriously, it's got going of heat. And everybody, you know, has their feet around it. Well, your feet might be warm, but the rest of the room and the rest of the people in the room are freezing cold. This is truly a whole room heater. Now, where do you save money? Why invest in it tonight and save money in the long run? It's because, and this is the analogy I like to use, when you're gonna boil water for eggs on your stove, you don't turn on all 4 burners. You turn on 1 burner. When you're gonna heat up your house, especially maybe that really cold room in the back of a house that the heating system doesn't quite get to, somebody's in that main thermostat just cranking it up, you don't have to. Turn it down and put this in the room.
Right.
And the really cool thing about this is maybe you want to put this in your bedroom at night and move it into the kitchen in the morning and then move it into the living room in the evening. You can, because watch, even though I'm not a strong girl, you can pick this up and it's built really well. You can move this. So you don't have to have the heat cranked up in the entire house just to heat the room you're in.
And what do we call that? Zone heating.
Zone heating.
Zone heating. You know, only heat the room you're in, don't heat the entire house. And I love what you were saying there about that one room in the house that never gets warm. And people don't understand why that happens, but it's common sense. If your furnace is on one end of the house and that room's on the other end of the house, by the time that heat travels all the way down that conduit, all the way through your vents and gets down there, it could lose up to 60% of the heat. So that's why you keep turning it up and turning it up and turning it up, because it's real hot down here at the furnace. Other side of the house, not so much. And that's why you need to boost that, and that's what these things are so great about.
But it's also, too, the garage, it's the craft room, it's the sunroom you don't use all winter.
The attic, the basement.
The attic, wherever you need it. It's really, and also also, too, how many of you get a heating system just to keep your pipes from freezing down in the basement when it really gets bitterly cold? Pick it up from your living room, move it down there, and it's got the temperature. Remember, it's got the thermostat.
Yep.
So it senses when it gets too cold and automatically turns itself on, so you're not wasting energy and it's just not running 24/7.
Exactly.
I run and grab Vicki from Tennessee.
Let's do
She
it.
wants to join us. Hi, Vicki. You're on HSN with Lou and Suzanne. Welcome.
Suzanne, Lou, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
We're
Doing well.
wonderful. How are you tonight?
I had to call about this. This is the most fantastic thing ever, Lou. Just like you were saying, and Suzanne was saying, okay, don't turn up your thermostat. See, I was one of those, 68, 70, 72, because I could never get warm.
Right.
Just heat the room that you're in.
Yep.
Okay? Well, my room's bigger than the one that you said, and I'm telling you, within a matter of minutes, it heated up my room, okay, in my bedroom at night, and it's going to be in like the 30s here this weekend and 20s and whatever, but I've been using it when it's been in the 40s. It's beautiful to look at. It heats up. In the morning, I take it downstairs to the living room, which is right by the kitchen. It heats up that room. Kitchen is warm as well. So, you know, it's just fabulous, and I haven't yet seen my new light bill to see what it'll be, but I really feel like it's going to help because I used to turn my thermostat way up, and I've had it like between 60 and 65.
Wow.
This is so perfect, and it's beautiful to look at, and it does the job. It's not hot like you say all the time.
Right.
Everything y'all have said about it is absolutely true. The only thing I don't have is the remote and the thermostat on the front on mine, but I'm telling you, it's the greatest thing I have ever bought in my life.
I love it.
you.
Well, Vicki, thank you. I think she summed that up brilliantly.
She really did.
It's the greatest thing she ever bought in her life. Now, remember, she also said she doesn't have the remote and it doesn't have thermostat. So Vicki, while it's working great for her, and she truly, you can tell, loves it, she has to get up and turn it on and off if it gets too hot. With this one, you've got the thermostat. It'll automatically do that for you. It turns off when you don't need it and turns on when you
Just
do.
like your home.
And then this, Vicki, I don't have this either. This has the remote.
You know what? And I got to tell you something. Once you get the remote, you can't go back. I'm telling you right now.
Turn it.
Well, you know what? I'll sell you one tonight. Because you can turn the power on and off. You can adjust the temperature. Excuse me. You can adjust the heat setting.
Talk the timer.
And the timer. I just thought about that.
Oh,
it has a timer on this so that if you want, let's say you go to bed and you want it to turn off in 2 hours, you can set it to go off in 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours.
Wait, what if,
think about
let me
that.
ask this, what if I'm at work and I want to keep my heat low all day, but I don't want to come home to a frigid cold?
You can't set it to turn on, it only turns off.
Okay, so you set it so it'll turn off.
Right, so in other words, when you turn it on, you go to bed, say 2 hours, 4 hours.
So it won't run all day long.
Exactly.
Great. Okay.
No,
right, once it turns off. Okay, good. Oh, there you go. Okay, update. Aaron, which one's the most limited, darling? Because these are really limited. This is the dark oak. No, sorry. Yeah, this is the dark oak. This is the black. The dark oak is the first one to sell out. I only have, with everybody kind of hanging out now, I have about 500 left. So we have about 700 total, but I've got about 300 of you on the line. So between both colors, there's 500. Now, why is that crucial? Because we've got about 50 seconds to go, excuse me. The flex pay, this is a really big deal. It ends tonight at midnight. So if you want to use 5 flex on this, and that means it's down, and there's only supposed to be 3, by the way, $29.99. Not only is it an awesome gift for the family and the house and everybody, it's great to use now. You know what I mean?
It totally is.
And you know what? If you don't, can you turn the heat off?
Yeah,
just use the
you
fire?
can just have the ambiance of the flame without the heat.
So there you go, there you go.
Another feature, four-season fireplace.
You can just enjoy the fireplace. And the fireplace really is nice and relaxing. And when people come in, they actually don't realize it's not a real fire at first glance, which is kind of cool. Lou, thanks for hanging out.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for warming up our holidays.
My pleasure.
All right, well, here we go. We've got a lot coming up. Please join me. Saturday night going into Sunday morning, we have a brand new NutriBullet Today special. I'm excited about that.